is nothing more painful after the loss of a loved one in a family. It is even very stressful when you do not have the financial means to cover the funeral and the burial expenses. Over the past decade, many Africans, including the BLM people, have faced with the challenge of raising money to repatriate the remains of their loved one. A few years ago, Prof.Ngezem, a university professor of English, a former CEO of LECDA USA, and a few other individuals came on with a financial scheme known as LECDA-life, a possible solution to this dilemma. Prof.Ngezem joined GASA Media and discussed the impact of LECDA-life to the families that have been affected by this loss. This is 10 Minutes on GASA Media with NS.
Prof.Ngezem, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Prof.Ngezem, if I may ask you, how is LECDA-life insurance different from other financial institutions or some other financial insurance that we have in the market?
Thank you, Mr. Ennis. Thank you profoundly for this opportunity to talk to you about LECDA-life. Let me first of all, if you don't mind, define what it is. First of all, it is LECDA. The word LECDA-life comes from the BLM Culture and Development Association. And this policy is aimed at helping the community to send their loved ones back home, as you rightly said, or to bury them here in the US. And when I became the CEO of LECDA USA, I decided to come up with something, and I set a group in place to work on the conditions on how such a policy can be run. And we came up with LECDA-life 2 years ago. That was 2018. And the purpose, again, is just to assist the community. First of all, it's different from other policies because it is a non-profit organization. We don't reap any profits. For example, the 7 administrators who have been running this program since 2018 have not earned a dime. They are not paid. They do this as pro bono. It's community-owned. So the major difference between this and other insurance policies is, number one, it is non-for-profit. Number two, it doesn't discriminate against age. In many policies, when you turn 60 or 80, they reduce the benefits. With this policy, if you are 10 years, you are 10, you are 1 day, you are 90, the package of benefits remains the same. Additionally, our parents who come to visit in the US and overstay and live like they don't live here, even without a social security number, you can enroll for this as well. It is very critical, it's very important, and the differences are just too many of them. These are just some, and it's very affordable, extremely affordable. You can go for a whole year, a long time without paying anything. You don't have any monthly big amount that you pay. I'll get into the financial aspect when the question comes up.
Yes, Professor Ngezem, yes, still talking about the main objective and what your goal were when you conceive or when you and other colleagues conceived this idea. When I went through your website, and the objective is stated that we work to unite the great community into a massive force to opportunity families and community worldwide. Can you explain what this really means to our audience?
Well, it means that even though it is a BLM creation, it has broadened itself to the point that we have people from Mexico. I mean, Mexico, who can associate themselves with any group in the US to join. Why it is a BLM thing, it is broad. We have the Bamileke people. We have people from Norway. It's all over Cameroon. We have some people even from Nigeria who are part of this group. What we do is that we stretch its reach to everybody, especially within the territorial integrity of the United States. And if, for example, you're in a place like Canada, if you want to join, what you do is that you can align yourself with any organized group in the US and join. And the only purpose is because of the legal matters. But if you live in Canada, for instance, and you want to join, there are certain legal parameters that you need for fee. We need to sign certain documentation to make sure that the laws of the US will apply in case of any dispute, because we don't want a situation where laws will overlap, without which is very broad. So the purpose, again, is just to reach as many people as possible, because we are tired of being embarrassed when our people die. And very few people are prepared when tragedy hits. When it hits, the $15,000 that we give to you can be a big benefit. For example, we've already given $30,000 just the last week to 2 people who lost their loved ones, and that certainly was a big benefit for them.
Yes, okay, yeah, I'm talking about the benefit that you give to people. Is it a tradition that sometimes you always have your agent present at one of those funerals? Let me bring up a clip of I think one of your agents was present somewhere. Maybe I don't know exactly. Let me bring up the clip so that we can discuss after.
We are regretting that we're going to miss Mami. Mami has been with us for many years. But again, we should not be regretting or suffering that how shall we get Mami to get his or her final rest. So we should be able to have a comfort in one side. And this is what LECDA-life is bringing the comfort for us. So, and what we have promised, we deliver it. So I want to encourage everybody here that go to your family meetings, go to your quarter meetings, and try to be part of this insurance group. Enrollment period starts from 20th to 28th of every month, and if you are less than 50 years, you have a 3 months waiting period, and if you are more than 50 years, you have a 5 month waiting period.
Okay, yes, I think that was Dr. Nkemile talking about the enrollment period that goes from, I think he gives the date. Then yes. At the same time, I also have what people are talking about, the CEO special enrollment period. Can you really explain to us what is going on here?
Yes, the CEO special enrollment period, which runs from October 28th, right, October 20th to the 28th of this month, November, was put in place to encourage people to enroll because, again, it's a non-profit organization. Our goal is to help as many people as possible. The difference between this special enrollment and other regular enrollment is that the waiting period is cut, is reduced. For instance, from what Dr. Nkembela just said, if you were to enroll regularly, that is the 20th to 28th of every month, and if you are less than 50, you have to wait for 3 months. But if you are more than 50, you wait for 5 months for the benefits to kick in. But the special enrollment takes those long periods away. For example, anybody who enrolls at this point before the 28th of this month of November, we are the 16th now, anybody who enrolls will not need to wait for many months. When you enroll by January 1, 2021, you'll start earning benefits in case something happens. It means that you don't have to wait. If you are more than 50, you don't need to wait for 5 months. If you are less than 50, you will not have to wait for 3 months. If you enroll in November 28, that's just in a month and a few weeks, you'll be qualified to start earning benefits, something that is a major cutback from what we have been doing. So this is a special promotion. And many are enrolling now.
Okay. Yes, Professor Ngezem, sometimes when we hear about financial or insurance, people think about people collecting money. Then the next question that comes to mind is the management. Yes. I know you have people may trust you, people may know you. Who are you working with? You mentioned about LECDA USA. Maybe it's managed within the LECDA USA. Is it the executive of the LECDA USA, or you have special people handling the affairs?
There are special people. We have a group of 7 members who manages and are called administrators. And we took into consideration their backgrounds. For example, we have the CEO of LECDA US, who is Professor Michael Ndemanu. We have Dr. Fomeche Stephen, the former CEO. We have Dr. Pam Fonju, who is in healthcare. We have Mafo Kambin, who is in healthcare as well. We have Barrister Fondwala, who is the legal eyes of the group to make sure we stay within the ambit of the law. You have Dr. Nkembela, too, who is a member. And you also have me, Professor Ngezem, the founder and the former CEO. These are the 7 people, 5 men and 2 strong ladies who man this policy. And everything has been going so smoothly. Everything is so transparent. But beside that, we also have coordinators who work under administrators. For example, an administrator can have coordinators who work with me to do the collection, and everything is transparent. You go to our website has been developed, you'll find that each time we say somebody has died, we put the name of the person, where the person will be buried and all that. In the past, we used to say that if you were to bury in the US, you earn only $7,500. But from January 1, 2021, everybody will earn a flat rate. If you die in the US, if you want to be buried in the US, we give you $15,000. If you be buried in Cameroon, we give you 15,000. If you go to Europe and die, 15,000. So those are the type of things that we've done. And those are novelties, those are improvements.
That is good to know. Now, the next thing is when people hear about what will be the contribution of each person annually.
Yes, for one to enroll, you pay $32 one time. That means $20 enrollment, and the money is used to run the organization. For example, you see somebody like Kembela who went to preside over the funeral in Maryland, will get some of that money from there and pay his air ticket to go there, because we don't want just to be sending money. We want also to be present, to hand a check and to condole with the family. So we have a $20 enrollment, and we have $12 $12 yearly registration. That means every month you pay just $1. So it's $1 a month. But what we do is that we collect everything at once at the beginning of the year. That's why we say $32. $20 enrollment fee and $12 for the whole year. That's all you need to give. But what happens is that if somebody dies, what we do is that we share the cost of the benefit with the whole member. For example, if we are 2,000 of us and somebody dies in Cameroon, if you die in Cameroon, you'll be given 15,000. You go to Cameroon and die, sorry, 5,000, not 15, sorry. If you go to Cameroon and die, we give you $5,000. If you be buried in Cameroon, if you want to come back to the US, we give you 15. Then we share the 5,000 amongst 2,000 members, and we just collect it and pay. So far, it's been very successful. I think we've paid out the funerals, the package of about 8 to 10 people so far. I can't have that off my head, but so far it's been very timely.
I think from what I've read from other network social media like WhatsApp, I think it has been successful. Prof.Ngezem, thank you for coming in today to discuss about LECDA-life to our audience. I hope the entire population, especially the BLM people here in the diaspora, are listening to this interview, and will take the advantage to enroll, especially the CEO special enrollment period that you thought of. Is there any other thing you want to add, please?
Yeah, I want just to thank GASA Media for doing an outstanding job. You have become a household name, and we deeply appreciate that, and urge the BLM people to invite their people to join this policy. You have nothing to lose. It's not for profit. We are not paid. If it were for profit, you think maybe somebody's making profit of you. No, nobody asks money from you until there's an incident. There was a time that went for a year without anything. So it's a very, very sweet and productive policy.
Yes, thank you again once more. That was Professor Ngezem. He's a university professor of English, and he's also the former CEO of LECDA USA. He's the founder of LECDA-life with the goal to help family who love one here in the diaspora. Dear viewers, that was it for this segment, and thank you for staying tuned with us. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, share the link, leave your comment, and turn on the signal button. You have a nice day, sir.
Thank you as well. Thank you so much.